What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. Let me know in the comments down below how was your weekend, what you've been up to, if you've done anything special, just chilled around with the family and stuff like that. This is going to be more of an endgame guide. We're going to talk about Mighty Ukko, one of the most OP and most annoying champions in Arena at the moment. Mainly because it was a fusion. A lot of people managed to get Ukko and was accessible to a lot of people, and it's just everything that the champion brings. The passive, the rest of the kit can be very annoying if you build the champion right. Now, before we move over to talk about all that, if you guys enjoyed the music you hear in the video, I just want to let you know I partner up with Soundstripe. They have an amazing music library, so if you're a content creator, a music enthusiast, definitely head over and check them out. The link will be in the pinned comment or in the description. Plus, I can save you 15% on checkout by using code SCRATCH. First, let's have a quick look at some of the rankings, right? These are the Platinum leaderboards, right? And they are at reset. So as soon as the reset ends, we're kind of seeing who on number one and roughly the placement. Unfortunately, Platinum doesn't want to make us a leaderboard. They said we just don't matter to them, so it's no point for them to make a Platinum leaderboard. I've been probably asking them for over 2 years to give us a Platinum leaderboard. I know a couple of other content creators that do Platinum Arena stuff are asking as well, but they just don't seem to give us one. We have for the Doom Tower, we have for so many other things, but they don't want to give us one for Arena. And by the way, if you guys haven't joined my Discord just yet, the link is in the description or in the pinned comment as well. We have tons of awesome things happening here. If you're looking for takeovers, if you're looking for a clan, you're just looking for some tips about raid, the right place to be. Leaving that on the side, let's start 12th of December. So we have only top 20 here, but the number one person, we have a Mighty Ukko in defense right here. I'm gonna try to zoom in a bit. And there were quite a few Mighty Ukkos here and there. A lot of people tend to kind of like maybe have some different blessing zone, different builds. And the main reason why I want to talk about Mighty Ukko today is because I'm getting quite a few messages. Skratch, how should I build my Mighty Ukko for Arena? What sort of gear sets I should use on the champion, masteries, etc. So I want to share that with you guys. At least kind of like give you my take on how I would build Mighty Ukko for Arena. You see quite a few Mighty Ukkos looking here. If we're going back, for example, the week with the Christmas in here, we have quite a few Mighty Ukkos. One Mighty Ukko there. Let me just bring this bigger as well because it's actually easier to see. Mighty Ukko, Mighty Ukko, Mighty Ukko, Mighty Ukko, Mighty Ukko, and the list is just going like that. If we're gonna have a quick look right now in Arena, you're actually not gonna see that many Mighty Ukkos because everybody hides their defense during the normal days of the week, right? So they're saving it for the reset, and right now you're not really gonna see that many Mighty Ukkos around. You might find a few, but mainly the people are kind of like saving it, right? They're waiting for reset to catch people by surprise. Well, I'm gonna show you today, guys, how to prepare your Mighty Ukko for this reset, in case if you haven't done it just yet. Basically, a lot of people tend to build Mighty Ukko on Stone Skin or other sets that are not really making justice to the champion. Like, yeah, Stone Skin is a powerful set, but you can't really have it on every single champion because it's pretty pointless. So I'm gonna share with you guys my build. It's gonna be a bit harder to kind of like go and try my defensive team in Arena right now because all the teams that we're seeing there, they're not really offensive teams. So it's gonna be harder for them to beat my team or stuff like that. We're gonna see if we can find some teams with Mighty Ukko. We're gonna try to attack a couple of those just to give you guys an idea of what exactly happens with Mighty Ukko. So I actually managed to pull a 3-star awakening for my Mighty Ukko. Of course, blessing, you want to go on polymorph. Why? Because it's a no-brainer. Arena is a lot of RNG at the moment, and it's been like this since Swift Parry, okay? And this is actually not at the moment anymore. It's been like, what, almost 2 years. So yeah, it's been a while, but it's a lot of RNG in Arena, just more RNG, more RNG, more RNG. Polymorph is the right thing that you want to get on most of these champions that you're keeping in defense, because they're not going to be able to use Ramantus and other champions to lock their passives. Or if they decide to use champions like this and they just go for a gamble, that means that they have a very high chance of losing. And that's actually in your favor. So I have my Mighty Ukko in a stun set, a perception set. I have some reaction, I have some counter-attack accessories. We're going to get to that in just a second. Now, if you don't have a decent stun set to get a decent amount of speed, fairly decent amount of accuracy, decent survivability, try maybe using a provoke set. That can be pretty efficient as well, and it does have a higher chance at landing the debuff, the crowd control debuff, you know. Mighty Ukko. So the passive has a 50% chance of stealing one random buff from a random enemy each time a buff is placed on that enemy. If this steals the right buffs from your opponents, it's so damn painful. It can give you a massive advantage and your defense will actually win, or it's gonna slow them down like hell and they're not gonna wanna come back and hit you again. So this passive right here can still increase attack from your nuker, can steal a stone skin from another champion that you're using, maybe to kind of like protect against Mortu, can steal your immunity and then it can land attack down. So many things can go wrong with this freaking passive. That's why Mighty Ukko is so annoying in Arena at the moment. Then we have the speed aura for all battles, 20% if you don't have a better one. Of course, we have attacks all enemies and a very high chance to land decrease attack. This is massive on your nukers. I'm gonna talk about accessories in a second and kind of like everything is gonna go hand in hand much better. The A2 will strip buffs, a chance to land block buffs and decrease accuracy. Decrease accuracy won't really be the biggest threat in there. Block buffs could potentially be massive and decrease attack as well. Of course, adding everything on top of it, we have the chance to stun, we have the polymorph as well. We're going to talk about masteries too. And then you're going to have a revive and increase speed. The block damage is nice with the revive. The only thing with this skill is that, unfortunately, Mighty Ukko is using it even though if it doesn't need to revive. So that can be very, very annoying. You really want to revive when needed, not have the increased speed, you know. But hey, it is what it is. It's still a very tough champion, a very annoying champion in Arena, you know. Then I went with a stun set, right? The A1 will give me a chance to stun, to be super annoying. If Mighty Ukko wasn't annoying enough before, a stun set or a provoke set will actually tick the box even more. You do want to have some accuracy. You don't want to go overkill on accuracy because not many people attack you with resistance. They don't really have resistance on their nuker no matter what, so they can come in with a resistance Kymar, but if you're landing an attack down on their nuker or if you're landing anything else on them, yeah, it's definitely not gonna help them that much to have resistance on one champion or anything like that, you know. And not many people use cleansers in offense now, and yeah, it's actually pretty easy to wreck them. That's why the champion can be so annoying. Total stats, I have 70,000 HP. Now, it's not very easy to get a stupid amount of HP on Ukko because her base HP is not that amazing. Her base defense is not that amazing either. The base speed is pretty good. We have almost 3,000 defense, 289 speed, and I have 394 accuracy. This is the weapon right here. We have the helmet, not glyphed. We have the shield. We have the gauntlet. We have the chest plate, not the glyphed either. Speed boots, of course. That's the ring. That's a reaction. Now, it really depends what you have available. You have reaction, is great. You have counter-attack accessory, even better. And I'm going to explain you why in a second. And I have an accuracy banner. I could probably even lower this for an HP one as an idea, you know. The whole thing is that a lot of people will use Warlord Yumekos to lock your team when they're attacking you. And if they're using a Yumeko, it's not really much that you can do about it. Most people will not use Yumeko against Mighty Ukko, will go with Warlord because it will be a chance to deplete the Terminator on Ukko. So like this, it won't cut on your team, you know, on your nukers and stuff like that. That's why you want to have some counter-attack accessories just to be even more annoying than you were before, because when Warlord hits you, you're gonna have a chance to counterattack and land that attack down on their nuker before they actually get to use a Duchess for block debuffs and increase attack or anything like that. And that will give you a massive advantage. Now, if you don't have any, you're gonna have to make it work with what you have available, you know. But that's pretty much the whole situation with Mighty Ukko. It's not anything too crazy when we're talking about builds and stuff like that. Blessings, polymorph, how I mentioned, is the way to go. You are getting some extra stats from here, no accuracy, but the rest are definitely gonna benefit you quite a bit. Now, masteries, because we do have polymorph and all the rest of the things, we have a stun set, you might have a provoke set, it really depends what you have available. Fearsome Presence should be the tier 6 mastery no matter what. You don't want to go for Eagle Eye and get more accuracy because it's not really going to benefit you that much. This is what's going to make your build annoying, okay? Higher chance to land the ship, higher chance to land the stun or the provoke. Then, of course, you're going to go and get a bit of more damage reduction from here. I really wish I would have taken a Shadow Heal instead of something. Maybe instead of Rapid Response, or maybe, yeah, I feel like it would have been a better choice. But I'm not going to pay another 150 gems for it. Then, of course, you want to get Retribution, and you want to get Cycle of Magic, you want to get a lot of Steel, and you want to get a Sniper for the A1 to have a higher chance to land a decreased attack, you know. And all around completes the build and is making it super annoying, you know. Let's have a quick look at what sort of teams we can actually find in Arena, just to kind of like give us a better idea of what exactly is happening when we are attacking teams with Mighty Ukko. Like, there we go. We actually have a very good example right here. I'm probably gonna attack these guys a few times and lose just to kind of like get Mighty's Ukko's passive in. Like, look at this person right here. He's in Platinum Arena. I'm sure he does Platinum Arena, but then he went with Brimstone on Mighty Ukko. So things like this are costing people in Arena, you know. So hopefully you're gonna learn a bit from here and you're gonna improve some of these things. But let's start with this team right here. This will be mainly my sort of offense. Now, a lot of times you might not want to go in with Barons against teams like this because of Mighty Ukko. Or you might want to go and you're still gambling a bit, you know. A lot of people will be like, okay, I'm gonna bring in Raman to lock passives, do all the crazy things. But that's a big gamble with a polymorph blessing, you know. So let's give it a go. A lot of people have the Mighty Ukkos pretty fast, right? Like, you see, it's actually fairly fast. It's not as fast as my Duchess, but it is pretty fast. We increased the cooldowns. That Mighty Ukko didn't actually manage to do nothing, but now we're actually gonna buff, you know. And Mighty Ukko has a chance to steal a lot of important buffs. If this would be a Mortu Macab in here and Mighty Ukko would steal my Stone Skin, the Mortu Macab will kill my Duchess, leaving me uncovered, so I won't be able to reprotect my Baron the next rounds. And again, that Mortu Macab might kill my Nuker too, making me lose the fight. So let's give it a go like this. You see, it took the immunity, but it took the immunity from Warlord, so it's not gonna be such a massive problem. If we're gonna back out and come at the fight again, maybe it's gonna have a better RNG this time. So it's just being annoying, bringing more RNG to the fight, you know. Like, that's kind of like the way to do it. There we go. We didn't deplete the Thermitter. Luckily, my Duchess is very fast actually, so it doesn't matter. It's not gonna land a decreased attack on me. I buffed, it didn't actually manage to steal nothing this time around, which is fine, because how I mentioned, you're not only gonna rely on Mighty Ukko to carry your defense, you're gonna synergize everything nice, but Mighty Ukko is there just to be a bit annoying every now and then, you know. Let's give it a go against this team. Maybe he's gonna have better RNG, you know. Maybe he's gonna have better RNG. This is a Stone Skin Mighty Ukko. Okay, you see? There we go. So that Mighty Ukko just literally counter-attacked me right now. It dropped decreased attack on my Baron. That's actually very annoying. I can't really do much about it now. I could potentially try to use different sort of offense team to deal with it. I'm still gonna go with my hit. I managed to kill that one, right? But that Duchess barely got scratched. It's fine. I can still revive and kind of like crack on with it. These are just a few things that are making Mighty Ukko such a beast, you know. And we should be taking them down now. But just as an idea, guys, how I mentioned, it's pretty hard to kind of like showcase it. The RNG is RNG. It's just bring in more RNG to the fight. That's what you want to do, because that's what every single person does. I'm not going to do more fights because hopefully you guys are getting the whole point behind it. I just wanted to share with you the build, kind of like give you a couple of tips on how to build a champion. Marichka, Taras, MVPs, the #1 duo in the game at the moment, the #1 couple for defense teams. They are so damn nasty. I really hope I'm going to pull a Taras soon. I'm definitely saving my voice shards for that bad boy. But that was all for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below how many of you guys are actually running a Mighty Ukko in defense, how many of you guys are sneaky and just putting it in during reset, and how you have for build as well. But that was all for this video. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.